Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the LSU Tigers and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Tigers will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. From the gun, it's Fareed. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a 3rd and this long on the opening drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got him.
And he's got room. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Right side. Oh, it's a fumble. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They'll run it. It's Riley. Driven back.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Berry. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Tells to run, wants to pass. Wilson open on the right side. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Needs it here on fourth down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Flying out to the left. Pass to Tab. Touchdown Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Sells to fake. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
On first down, it's Durham again. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU! Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Straight ahead, it's Fareed. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the move, it's Riley. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Anderson. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. It's inside. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled on. As soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Fareed. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Dropping back, it's Levin. Stepping to the right. Nice move to keep running. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Nice grab in traffic. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Looking for space. It's Gay. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be fourth down.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can go on.
These corners backing off a bit. Snapped on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponents.
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut it.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Great. So let's go. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Hey.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Let it go.
Looking for room. It's Wiley. He's got enough. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Sends it back in motion. Throws it back. He's going to take off. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, USC! Great job by the back on the option. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point is good. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Levin. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Quick give. It's Durham. He's past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Rushes on, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Left side is Harris. On the stop.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Look out! He's going to take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sets his feet. It's Levin. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side. He's at the takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running inside. It's Barry. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. The 30. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Bayou Bengals. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Last 4 minutes of the first half. First 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
He'll bring it out. It's Napier. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to run it. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State going up against Appalachian State. And it's the home team looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in, it's Barry. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Here's a give to Durham. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long one.
Pass to 6. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, it's Fareed. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Second down, gonna throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Looking for more room. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone, bad decision, poor throw, it gets picked off. And how about the return all the way?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game, you want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Handoff, Caden Durham. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. The run inside. It's Riley. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got a little space. Runs through the tackle. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Still plenty of time left to break the scoreboard wide open as we get things underway here in the 4th. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but then he tries to take the top off. Goes high to pull it in. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Out wide left, it's Rhodes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Tigers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have...
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Making his first move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of... And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Throws it back. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the route is on.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Durham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the LSU LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Straight ahead, it's Durham. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense has struggled.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Hits inside. It's Miller. Got a little grass. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Stopped right there.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.